looking truck.
As a kid growing up, I was very into fixing my own cars and taking them apart. And so from cars and just being an automotive head, Transformers, it kind of struck me as something fun to work on.
Watch out, get out of the way, I'm rolling cameras. Ready, and IMO guy, go. Ready, and send him, Kenny.
Michael Bay does know his cars. He's pretty particular about the cars he wants. He knows a lot more about cars than I do.
Not too fast.
We started last September, October, having meetings with Michael, trying to figure out what the Autobots would be, what vehicles we would use. And we downloaded every picture of every car that was available.
We started kind of addressing the major car companies.
Listen, when you're making a movie for $145 million, sounds like a lot of money, it was tough to fit this movie in that box.
And you couldn't afford to do this movie without a sponsorship, and nobody could come up with what GM has. For us, it is about, the sexiness of their cars.
I went to GM and I got into their skunk works there. It's a place, I can't tell you where it is, but that's where they make their stealthy concept cars. But I saw this car. They didn't know what kind of car it was going to be, but now it's the Camaro. And what I liked about it, it kind of had a retro look. It was a muscle car, and then just right then and there, I knew it was Bumblebee.
Bumblebee was, in the 80s, a Volkswagen Bug, and his role has always been kind of the younger of the Autobots.
We knew that he was originally a Volkswagen and a Beetle, but it was not really an option for Michael because it wasn't badass enough.
I just was never going to use the Volkswagen Bug for Bumblebee. It just wasn't going to be in my cars. It just reminded me of Herbie the Love Bug.
But we do make nod to it in the movie because if you notice on the parking lot, the Camaro is actually parked next to a Bug.
This is a classic engine right here. I sold a car the other day.
Oh, my God.
Gee.
Bumblebee, we said, as long as he's yellow, let's find some cues that will harken back to what people remember, but let's not have that be as far as you can go.
I think the Camaro, the old Camaro, is really cool, and, it's a nice beater car.
The quintessential Camaro is a 69, everybody's been a million of them hot-rodded, and so I kind of wanted to find that, like the cheesiest version of the Camaro that'd be perfect for this kid's first car. If he didn't have any money, he would never go out and be able to afford a 69.
This is a Camaro, 1977 Camaro. Nobody wanted them, nobody needs them, they're hard to find. This one was pulled out of Palmdale, the other two were pulled out of Oklahoma. We're gonna redo them, repaint them, new engines, everything redone so that Kenny Bates can drive the heck out of them for his stunts.
So this was kind of like, the perfect dichotomy for the new Camaro when he rescans.
Why does he transform back into this piece of crap Camaro?
That Camaro is really spectacular. I wish they were bringing it out earlier than they are.
There were only 2 Camaros that were hand-built by GM. To fix that car is a big deal. If you smash a fender, you just don't get another Bumblebee fender because there aren't any. All the parts were individually made. It's a 3-stage paint. If you get a ding in the door, you have to paint the whole door.
That was a pretty trick door latch. No indent, no recessed area. Everything's slick.
I mean, it's a $500,000 car. So it's not like, hey, go around it doesn't happen like that. There's wipe your feet off before you get into the car, keep your hands on the steering wheel, push down at a certain rate. You want me to go faster? I'm just nervous about the car. I can go faster if you want. Just I'm having to keep my...
Don't go faster, just go a little more center. You are not a stunt driver, okay?
This is where we were parked, originally.
You can say everything you want.
Michael, oh my goodness gracious!
Let's go, come on.
All right, right here in the center. If I crash into the wall, it's not my fault, because I'm an actor.
But it should be like this, the transformation. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Hey, guys. Max, Jake. We're transforming on 3. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay? Ready?
mean, Jazz is a character that was always a sports car.
Now he's not a Porsche 911 anymore. He's a Pontiac Solstice, but he's still a cool sport car.
We had a little company do some aftermarket. We made a hard top for it. We put the little ground effects fairings. We put a little spoiler on the back and some louvers on the hood, and we kind of just jazzed it up a little bit.
Ratchet in the 80s was an ambulance, but it was more of a van-shaped ambulance. It was more of a Japanese version of what an ambulance is.
Ratchet was the kind of H2-based ambulance, which doesn't exist, that we kind of designed and built from scratch.
We started with a stock GM H2 Hummer, and which we gutted and took all of the existing components from the rear apart, and then we're building the cages that will be sheeted to look as the search and rescue vehicle should. Also applying all of the roll bars, roll cages, the heavy duty bumpers to give it that beefy look, wheel and tire packages. And the accessories that will, fall in line with the search and rescue vehicle.
Ironhide was this big, 4500 series GMC.
They're brand new. They just came out, and they gave us 3 of them.
We got them from the factory black and made that tailgate that had the Autobot logo embossed into it, added the stacks and all the running board, and modified the bumpers and stuff. I mean, that truck, unless you're standing next to it, you have no idea. It's like so big, it's crazy. It's like the biggest thing you ever saw.
There's Optimus.
I saw a picture of a truck, and it was lowered, and it was blue, and it had flames on it. And I'm like, that's Optimus Prime. With Optimus, we got every car book, every car pictures, it was just all over the walls.
We looked at the cartoon, thank you very much, and then we just started pulling reference of different big rigs. This is what we were always, everybody in this department was conceptualizing how Optimus is masked, what he came out of. This is the main dude.
We should go look at it.
We should go look at it.
Okay. Instead of buying a new truck that's a $150,000 truck, we bought some older trucks, and they were pretty beat up and they were pretty ugly looking.
Well, I mean, this is like a redo. You know what I mean, Ian? Yeah. How are they ever going to make this thing look like that?
I said, just trust me, this is the truck that it should be Optimus Prime, not a new truck. This is the one.
So we're going to completely strip it, paint it, flame job, new fenders, new sleeper, new bumpers, lights, yada, yada, yada. And when it comes out, it'll be beautiful.
There's been some debate about some of the changes that were made. The flames on the side of the car and the fact that it's a long nose instead of a flat nose truck.
I like the flames. And what the flames did when he was transformed, it kind of looked like ribs, and it just, to me, it looked cool.
One of the things I've learned is red doesn't photograph well for the feature films. The light being what it is, and it's a nightmare. Michael Bay was nice enough to explain that to me. So we made this compromise where we wanted a red chest, and we did that by the flames, so that we could still retain the essence of Optimus being a red truck while, still making it easy to shoot.
Just a much more aggressive looking truck. You know, it's like more dual, you know, more homage to Steven. Looks better on a wide angle when it extends back, you know. It's just a much more badass looking thing than a flat fronted, you know, trash truck.
And again, it goes back to that thing of when you actually see it and you see what's required of the transformations and the level of detail, we weren't going to be able to have as exciting a transformation with the flat nose.
Okay, guys, come on. Let's stop admiring the truck. Let's shoot, shall we? This is a truck that we sold on eBay. As soon as I'm done with it.
Let's set up for this, please. Back to one, Joey.
This movie, I had more cooperation from GM than any movie I've ever made.
They promised us they'd give us the flood damaged cars, the non-saleable cars, the cars that Michael Bay needs to wreck every day on a daily basis for his food chain. We burned, crashed, flipped. Probably close to 200 cars.
Yes, I'm gonna try and go to the
We had like 30 or 40 cars sent to the shop and stripped the engines and transmissions out and put the pick points on them and the plates on them for us to flip and throw. And we do that all on the day, wherever X marks the spot.
We have this catapult, and then we just run a cable out, hook it up to the car, and then we, with the use of high-pressure nitrogen, we can fire. It's the same way a plane is launched from an aircraft carrier. We do this exact same thing, only on a smaller scale, and it's all like portable. And we'll take that anywhere on the set Michael wants to go, and we'll launch cars.
Screaming everywhere, screaming. Ready, on, roll camera. Ready, on, 3, 2, 1, action! Screaming!
When is that building?
Stay out of the building, folks! Don't go in the building! Fred, turn away now. Hey, Rick, turn away there. Look up there, please. Fred, that's it, keep the lock up. Thank you very much. Guys, walk away, please, film crew. Thank you.
No one does car chases better than Michael. I mean, they're incredible. Like, they're at Mach 3, and, you feel like you're right in the middle of them.
One of my shooting styles is using this little go-kart thing where it goes very fast, like 100 miles an hour, and it's a very small vibrating camera that's real low to the ground and looks like a suicide vehicle.
And we use that for anything from running down the street to chasing cars. It's a very powerful tool for getting in and around and close to the action. We use it quite a bit.
Fun, huh? So good. All right, let's not clip it now. Let's not clip the shutter.
Thank you.
Let me play that back again.
It's pretty crazy being in the go-kart. I mean, because you're responding quick, and, any mistake and you could be in a lot of trouble.
Tell you, I'm never going to be doing another highway chase again because I've now done highway chases till the cows come home.
I wanted to transform right under the on-ramp, all right? So the next on-ramp is where we're going to start the transformation. Okay.
The highway chase is huge. I mean, we have tumbling cars, we have crashing cars, we've got cars upside down hitting cars, we've got scraping cars.
But this one will top most of the ones I've ever done because now you got robots transforming at 80 miles an hour on a freeway. And I don't know how you can top anything like that now.
All right, let's go try one, shall we?
Yeah.
We try to put the audience inside the action. So they're actually eating cars, they're actually in the crash.
Come on, let's go. Baybuster, follow me. Watch out, watch out.
We use the Baybuster, that crazy triangle car that can actually take direct hits from cars.
The Baybuster is a pickup truck with a cage on the outside of it, and they mount anywhere from 2 to 4 cameras on the front. And if we have flipping cars or cars being thrown off the top of car carriers, I mean, we normally drive the Baybuster right into it. It's great for the audience. That's part of that eat the action that the audience gets to see that's not CGI.
It's like most directors would have chose when we ripped that bus, which is an extremely dangerous stunt, I mean, really dangerous. Most would have just done it either miniature or CG. And it just wouldn't look as good.
I mean, the bus sequence is something that we've never done before, and I really had to push to get that to happen.
That bus, we have 6 exploding bolts holding the cab together in the center of the bus, and then we have big cables underneath pulling it together, holding it together. We cut the cables and blow the bolts, and the actual bus cracks in half like an egg in two pieces. There's a stunt driver and drives the front away because it's going to drop down on another set of wheels so he can still control it. And then the back half has those same cannons in it that we're going to fire at 1100 PSI, 3 cannons, and the back half of the bus is going to flip away. Wow, it's going to be really cool.
We're gonna pop the cable, which is the first cable pulling it. Then there's another cable wrapped around him, and it's gonna take about 3 seconds for that bus to pull like that, and then we blow the thing. Once we pop the cable, it's all automatic. Richard, you have the bomb in your hand?
Yeah, I have a button on the floor, yes.
Okay, so Richard...
He wants to be there. Releasing the first cable when the bus comes out from under the bridge and gets into the sun.
Come on, we're gonna make this an epic.
Come on, guys, let's shoot this. Let's go. F this. Let's go. Come on.
Copy that. Yes, let's go.
Come on, guys. Someone get in this charge vehicle and have it started, because we're moving in position right now. Move those cars forward, Kenny Bates.
So we put Richard Epper in the bus, and I drove the Bay Bomber and chased it with 4 cameras on the front end. But no one really knew what the bus was going to do.
All right, guys. Speak to me, because I'm going to go. You got a dead battery in the air. Now everyone hears me? Now I'm ready to put on. You'll go, Michael. Okay, guys, here we go. Good luck, everybody.
Kenny, how'd it go, man?
It went pretty good. Instead of cut in half, right, Mitch?
Yeah, no.
Half the bus here and half of it's over there.
I think it worked out really well, and I think it's because effects did an excellent job on prepping that bus for us. So it's like those guys are the guys that made us look good on that one.
The main thing is my good friend Richard Epper's safe, and that's all I think about going down there. In the end, it's just a movie, but it's a Michael Bay movie, and that's what we do. You get the bang for the buck when you're with Michael.
Yeah, actually, no one was hurt on this movie. I mean, we've had a really spotless track record for such a long time. And, you know, knock on wood, because by the way, it's just a dangerous business. What we do, what they're doing is dangerous.